one.
Hi everyone, this is my first ever YouTube video on a recipe on dum aloo that I learned a couple of weeks back, and I'm giving it a shot again. Step number one essentially is to get about a pound and a half of baby gold potatoes. Peel them first before you boil them. Again, step number one is getting these nice potatoes. All right, the next step is to do power boiled, essentially half boiling these potatoes that we just peeled. Next step is to take these half boiled potatoes and deep fry them in oil at a low heat. It's very critical that you have low heat for them to cook properly and not get burnt. Alright, so while the potatoes are getting deep fried on low heat, let's start making the gravy. Take some oil in a non-stick pan, warm it up a little bit. Then we'll take a bay leaf, green elaichi, black elaichi 1. Elaichi is cardamom in Hindi. Couple of cloves, black pepper, full seeds of black pepper or whatever they are called, and some cumin seeds. Then we're going to add red onion, half red onion sliced into straight pieces, and this needs to be cooked till the onions are not burnt but evenly brown all around. Put it on slow heat so it stays unburnt. Alright, so we got the potatoes nicely done now, and let's recap what we added in our masala here. We have bay leaf, elaichi which is cardamom. We have both black elaichi as well as the green elaichi. Then we have dalchini which is cinnamon stick. We have a couple of cloves, black pepper, and cumin seeds actually so far. Then we added onions, and you can see they are nicely brown, nicely cooked. Now we're going to take one garlic clove and grate it in. Nothing like fresh garlic. Alright, then we have little bit of ginger, again fresh ginger, grated in. Mix the ginger paste, ginger and garlic. You can always put ginger or garlic paste. I personally prefer to put fresh ginger and garlic. Now it's time to put a little more spices in here. So we're going to take some turmeric, add turmeric, some red chili powder, you might want to turn down the heat a little bit to ensure things are not getting burnt. Some green chili freshly cut. I have just a couple of them. You can add as much as you want depending on how spicy you want to eat. We'll take some cumin seeds powder, add it to our masala here. And some dhania powder as well. While it's fully cooked, add just a dash of water. And 4 to 6 ounces of freshly beaten up, what do you call it? Beaten up yogurt. And start stirring it fast so that the yogurt doesn't separate. Alright, and then you need to cook it till you get another boil here. Alright, while the boil comes, add salt to taste. Preferably iodized salt. You can always put sea salt. Okay. 3, 2, 1 karo. 1, 2, 3 nahi.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, now that our masala with yogurt is completely ready, we're going to take the bay leaves out and we will transfer them to a small grinder. So once we got everything transferred into our little grinder, we are going to make a paste. The next step is to take a sieve and we will make it very thin. We need to make sure that there is no hard granular masala left. Take a spoon and just keep stirring it. We have transferred our gravy, which is essentially the blended masala, into the pan again. You don't need to add any oil anymore, and we will wait till it comes to a boil. Alright, so as it comes to a boil, we are now going to add, as it comes to a boil, keep stirring a little bit so it doesn't stick to the pan. But as it comes to a boil, lower down the heat, and now we will add 3 to 4 tablespoons of cashew nut paste. You can take plain cashew nuts, crush them really nice, add some water so it becomes pasty. Now cashew nut paste adds a little bit of wholesomeness, heaviness, the body to the gravy. It's very important. The cashew paste gets mixed up and starts to boil a little bit more. We will now add our boiled and deep fried potatoes into the gravy. Right, it's mixing. Let's add just a little bit of water to have little addition, more gravy. Alright, this needs to come to a boil. Alright, so while it's boiling, we're going to take the kasturi pethi, crush them with our palm, and sprinkle it. Just a tiny bit more. Alright, so let it go for a little bit. Alright, we're going to add just a little bit of sugar to balance essentially the spiciness. white or brown sugar, whatever you prefer. And a teaspoon of half and half, just sprinkled a little bit. All right, once the kasturi methi and cream get mixed up, we're gonna turn it off, and now it's time to plate and maybe a little bit of decoration. So as you can see, I've added a little bit of boiled water to get the gravy from the pan. Mix it completely so we are not wasting any more of this gravy that we took a long time to make. All right, we're almost there. You can top it off with some fresh cilantro. And just randomly throw some cream. And all right, the aloo's are ready. You can eat them with naan or chapati.